folks, welcome out here to Knuckles Knowledge. My name is Rob Knuckles and welcome to Trophy Club. This is the 16th hole. It's a great par 5. It's one of my favorite holes out here at the Trophy Club. I think this is a great hole. And the reason I do is because there are so many challenges on this hole. It's a great risk-reward hole. It's 481 yards from the blue tee, which is our standard men's tee, if you will. There's another 25 yards if you go back to the black tee, which makes it even more interesting. It goes around this big creek. There's a creek that runs all the way around this left-hand side of this hole. There's out of bounds down the right, beautiful horse farm right next to us, with trees all the way down this right side. The hole is basically a big dog leg to the left in a C shape. It's like a big C shape. It's a great hole. On our second shot, you have a great opportunity to go for the green in 2, because the green disappears off into the distance somewhere. When we come back, I'm going to hit my tee shot, and we're going to go play this hole, all right? The 16th hole right here at the Trophy Club. Come on back to Knuckles Knowledge. We're going to play this par 5. It's going to be great. All right, let's try to hit a good tee shot here. Pretty good shot right down the right-hand side of the fairway. Let's go make a birdie. Now there is where the green sits. Now it's difficult to see, isn't it? The actual green is right there, and it's actually tucked way back behind those trees right there. The flag, you can't even see it from here. It's actually tucked behind those trees. So get back over here, the fairway goes over in this direction, and those are some fairway bunkers right here on this corner. So we want to avoid those fairway bunkers for sure, obviously, and stay away from those. My ball ended up right here in the corner of this fairway. We're going to try to put this thing in a really nice position somewhere close to those fairway bunkers, so we give ourselves an opportunity to hit a nice little short wedge or something like that into this green. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to probably select a 5-iron, maybe a 7-iron, probably 7-iron. Try to lay this up, give ourselves about 100 yards into this flag. Okay, so as you can see here, I've looked at the yardage for my layup here, and it's about 150 yards, 155 yards to be perfect, to give me a great angle into this flag. As you can see where we showed you in before, where that green sits, where my layup is, the fairway really narrows up right in through there between the fairway bunker and where the penalty area kind of comes in there. The creek kind of does one of these, goes right up alongside the green. The fairway bunkers also curve in, and the fairway gets a little bit narrow. So I want to be very precise in where I'm going to play the shot. I don't want to hit it too far. Now, I can go for the green if I really want to from here. At least I can see the green. It's 230 yards or so. But if I miss the green, chances are I'm going to favor the right side. Over on that right side is a lot of moguls. There is an extra bunker over there, and this green has a lot of humps and bumps on it. So I feel, personally, that my chances to get it up and down for birdie from beside the green or in one of those moguls is pretty slim. So I'd rather take my chances with a wedge in my hand than try to get it up and down from next to this green. So I feel my chances are better by laying up versus going for the green. Plus, if I pull it just a little bit, it's definitely going into the penalty area, and then my chances to make par really become difficult. Okay, so I'm going to take this 7-iron. I'm going to hit this down there, keep it just to the left of those fairway bunkers. The fairway slopes towards me just a little bit, so I need to make sure I play this back in my stance just a tiny bit to make sure I make solid contact with this. I'm going to try to hit this right there, just left of those fairway bunkers. About like that. That's going to be a pretty good shot. Yep, that's perfect. That's going to leave us a great angle into this left pin. It's going to leave us about 110, 105 yards. We're going to have a great opportunity to hit this back there by that flag and try to make a great birdie. Let's go see what we can do. All right, as you can see here, I've left myself in a really good position. I'm in a nice flat lie. I'm right next to the fairway bunkers here. And as you can see, as I kind of zoom in here to this flag that's up here on this green, we have just a spectacular angle to the flag. Now, as I got a little bit closer to that flag, you can see that we're definitely moving on an uphill green. Now, we've probably discussed this before, but if not, let me go over this real quickly for you as we're kind of looking at this green. It's definitely an uphill green. It's definitely a raised green. There's a lot of bumps and bumps and all that kind of fun stuff around this green. As we're going uphill, we have to add yardage whenever you're going uphill. And in this particular case and on this particular green, because this is a two-tiered green, there's definitely some yardage we're going to have to add. Every time you're going uphill, I always grade the uphill in 1%, 2%, or 3% upgrade, and sometimes more, depending on how much or how steep it is. In this particular case, I'm going to grade this as about a 2% grade uphill. So I'm going to add yardage in about 2 yards of increment. So I gunned this at about 91 yards. So we're definitely looking at 93 yards, okay? So I'm going to play this as a 93-yard shot, not 91. So when we play this shot, we're looking at about 93 yards. So I'm going to scroll this back just a little bit so that we can take a look at this golf ball once again. And as I move in here to this shot, I am definitely making sure that I play this shot a little bit right of this flag, because if you notice, this green slopes really hard from right to left as well as it goes uphill. So as I'm planning my shot, there's a big tree over here to the right in the middle right-hand part of this green. That's going to be my target. So when I play this shot, I am definitely looking at that as my target and not the flag, because as this ball comes down and it hits this green, it's going to spin, and I'm hoping it spins towards that flag so we can have a good opportunity to make birdie. All right, so as I set up, I'm going to aim at that big tree. My body, my club, everything looking at that tree. I'm not even looking at the flag, and I'm thinking in my head, 93 yards. Let's see if we can get this fairly close to this hole. All right, come to the left. Yeah, starting to work a little bit to the left. Looks like I've got about 7 or 8 feet left, something like that. It's definitely below the hole, which is exactly where we want to putt from here. I think that's a pretty good shot. All right, let's go see if we can make that putt. If not, we're at least going to secure par 5 on this great par 5. What do you think? All right, let's go. All right, well, this putt ended up absolutely perfect for our third shot. We've got about 7 feet left here. It's actually not a very hard putt to make. I think we can make this for birdie, but I wanted to show you this before we tried. The slope on this green is really difficult. So there's a big hump right here, and that hump is what we were talking about out there in the fairway. It really wants to navigate down here to the left. And if you notice, it runs off on that corner right there to the back right side. And so if you hit the top half of that hump and it hits the back side, it's really going to run off into the drop-off area back there, and you might even miss the green. So if we're coming in here on our second shot and it hits these humps, it can really knock this ball anywhere. And if you look over here to the left, the creek is literally right there. It's 3 feet, 5 feet maybe to the left of where this pin is cut on this green. So very difficult to get the ball even close to this hole. The only way I think to get to this particular pin is to do exactly what we did, and hit that third shot in here from, about 90 some yards. And so that's what we did. So let's see if we can make this birdie putt as we try to navigate this great par 5 here, number 16. And there it is. That's a birdie. I love it. What a great hole out here at the Trophy Club. Come out and see us if you can. Thanks a lot for watching Knuckles Knowledge this time. Get out and play some golf. Come out here and see us out here, and I'll see you soon.